Ladies and gentlemen, I am Luc MARBACH, President of the SIA, and it's really a great honor and a very large pleasure to welcome you in this 2021 edition of our Powertrain and Power Electronic Congress. As the President of the SIA, let me tell you some information about SIA. SIA is the French Automotive Engineers Society, which was founded in 1927, almost 100 years ago. Since this moment, we have been working together to enlarge the knowledge and work together about enlarging the future and brightening the future. The SIA has 13 expert communities which work with in research, development on many topics. And we of course have many members, people and also companies. We have at the moment more than 2,000 active members, people, engineers, technicians, and also companies of all sizes who are working together, and we are connected on other countries with more than 10,000 people. We have 13 expert communities which work on the challenges of the automotive industries. You can see the list of them. Many of the topics are very, very key topics for the future of industry. And we have more than 10 meetings or congress every year, such as our today Powertrain and Power Electronic Congress, which is obviously the largest one and the most known congress. Let me show you some of the coming events for 2021. We have digital events. The event of July will be digital. And then, thanks to better sanitary conditions, we are looking forward to go back to physical events. We have one about IA, one with all the students and the academics to enlarge attractiveness of the industry, and two to come, which are about colors and materials, and NVH. And at the end of the year, another digital about knowledge management. This Powertrain edition is digital, as you all know. We have been used to have this digital edition for several months, and it's really a good way to participate and to have common understanding of the future and share the knowledge. It looks great. This is at the moment the 33rd Powertrain event, and we will be more than 450 attendees and 21 exhibitors, of course digital exhibitors. There is a very rich program. Our fellows will tell you more about it, with 3 panel discussions, 2 keynote speeches, and 4 parallel sessions. At the end, 54 lectures. We have an interactive format with chat, so you can ask questions, and later you will be answered by the people. And there is a live session, but also a replay session. And we have, for everyone attending the Congress, a special bonus, which is a digital review magazine, Ingénieurs de l'auto, which you can see on the screen. Now, there is, as you know, no Congress without partners. So we have the pleasure to have 21 exhibitors, 2 elite, 9 premium, and 10 business exhibitors. I would insist that they are coming to meet people, so you can meet them, have appointments with them on the digital mode. So please go and talk with them. You can talk technical topics, and also business is allowed. So at the moment, this is time for the chairman to give you some information about the Congress and the content of the Congress. So I think who's starting? Denis. Denis is starting. Denis, please, what is the content of our Congress?
Thank you, Luc, for this insightful presentation about SIA and its organization and key activities. Our 2021 Congress is actually structured around 4 key technical themes: the electrified thermal engine and technology and energy recovery, the power electronics and electric technologies as a second, the electrified propulsion systems as a third, and finally fuel cell systems. As electronics is playing an increasing role in powertrain, I will say a few more words about this second theme: power electronics and electric technologies. Since our last edition, you mentioned in Port Marly, actually electronics has further penetrated, influencing our powertrain R&D and engineering teams in our companies. And power semiconductors are now taking a key position as a cornerstone of our inverters, DC-DC converters, and charger systems. Moreover, a new generation of power semiconductor called wide band gap, meaning silicon carbide and gallium nitride, is now accelerating this transition. Those critical components are cutting down in power losses and reducing concurrently weight and cost of the total systems, electric systems. In this special time of economic and climatic uncertainties, I'd like to come back and reassess the robustness and the resilience of our industry. Actually, automotive has an unbeatable track record. A track record of high technology industry, from the first self-driven vehicle to what will be the ultimate connected object. Second, as a standard setters, second to none in quality and reliability. And thirdly, the only original equipment manufacturer capable to deliver the performance of aerospace at the consumer cost, which is unbeatable. All of this has been achieved thanks to the outstanding technical contribution of the engineering community globally. I mean by community the OEMs, their tier 1 suppliers, right? And the engineering and laboratory partners, bringing a lot of intellectual property. Your contribution during the coming 2 days will mark a key milestone in our roadmap to a cleaner, safer, and more sustainable mobility. The future of the automobile sits in your hands and brain. And now let me hand the mic to my distinguished colleague, Philippe SCHULZ, Vice President of Powertrain in Renault Group. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attention. And now over to Philippe.
Thank you very much, Denis, and of course, thank you to everybody for attending this very important conference in these 2 days. So I would like to emphasize, in fact, 3 topics that we will cover during our conference. The first topic is about internal combustion engines, and I can tell you, internal combustion engines are not dead yet. But they will be more and more requested in order to meet very, very stringent emission regulations, and specifically in hybrid architecture. So without internal combustion engines, there will not be any hybrid architecture, whatever mild hybrid or PHEV or pure hybrid electric vehicle. So these in order to meet those challenges in terms of efficiency, in terms of emission regulations, lots of innovative ideas will be shared with you in the next 2 days in the dedicated sessions. Then we will have also a very important topic to cover on the electric or electrified propulsion systems. Without system engineering, we will never be able to achieve the targets that we have on every single architecture. So in the different sessions, you will have the opportunity to get some information about new battery systems and how they are integrated in the vehicle platforms. You will have valuable information about simulation tools and how simulation can even avoid to have more and more costly demonstration projects or prototypes in the development phase. And then we will also have a last topic on hydrogen and fuel cell technologies. So basically, hydrogen is a very interesting item because this is a kind of cross-functional fuel for all the sessions. You will have hydrogen in synthetic fuels, and this will be discussed in the sessions on internal combustion engines. You will have also some presentation about hydrogen as a fuel in internal combustion engines. Does it make sense, really? And you will have also, of course, hydrogen and fuel cells. So this will give you a unique opportunity to make your own idea about the potential of this fascinating hydrogen mobility beyond the e-mobility. So now I will give the word to Frédéric Dubois from Stellantis, also a distinguished colleague and co-chairman of the conference. So Fred, it's up to you.
Thank you, Philippe. So first, welcome everyone, and thank you for attending with this Powertrain SIA Congress, in fact. In the context of a major technological change for automotive world, many discussions, in fact, during preparation of the Congress were rising, and we try to stick with the news of the automotive world as best as possible. So we have proposed for this Congress to make a special focus on 2 important emerging topics. The first one, not the least, it's the life cycle assessment and eco-responsible design, covering entire product life cycles from emission, energy consumption, and resources point of view. And it's a key tool, according to that, to the future of our planet and our children also, and allowing us to guide our technological choice and avoid, in a global way, I hope, making the wrong choices. This is certainly the best approach to create a sustainable and accountable mobility. The second topic is electromobility ecosystem. We just discussed about these topics previously, with charging infrastructure. Without a high-performance ecosystem, no easy-to-use electromobility for sure. So it's a key factor for low and zero carbon technology widespread. Just a special mention, of course, zero carbon technologies without taking into account the LCA approach. So we have to take care also. So I wish you a great pleasure in following this Congress, And I now turn to Philippe in order to conclude this.
Thank you, Frédéric. So, as you have seen, the challenge of massive electrification is at the heart of the SIA conference. 3 panel sessions will complement the technical presentation to broaden the perspectives. Today, the first one will deal about how the industry is organizing to address electrification target. The second, where industry executive will share their vision of the future of automotive in the year to come. And tomorrow, we will have a third discussion organized by Fisita that will provide a global overview of life cycle opportunities. Life cycle assessment opportunities, sorry. So I think now it's time to start the SIA Powertrain and Power Electronics conference with the first panel discussion managed by Stephen Marvin, who is Research and Development Director at the PFA, French platform for automotive, and this will set the scene for this Congress. So thank you for attending, and have a nice meeting.
Hello everyone, I am Stéphane Frégosi, CEO of Vitesco Technology in France. Who are we? Vitesco Technologies is a young company founded in 2019 as a carve-out of the continental powertrain business. We are one of the few suppliers worldwide to offer the full range of electronics, software and system integration for powertrain electrification. We are pioneer in electrification and have constantly launched innovation onto the market over the past decade. My colleagues will present to you some of the greatest achievements: electrically heated catalyst, dedicated hybrid transmission, smart thermal management solutions, and high voltage and onboard charger solutions. If you wish to know more about us and about the rest of our innovations, come and visit us. Our experts are online to exchange with you throughout the whole SIA Congress. Enjoy!